Hello everyone, this is Ram Nivas from Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering. In today's class, we'll see about structures. So structures are used to store multiple attributes of an entity. So it can have entities of not only one type, it can have different attributes of different data types. So this is how you will declare a variable of a structure. A structure will have a keyword struct followed by a tag or structure tag, and inside that structures members or field of structures will be there. So you can access it like variable name dot member name. So that is the method you will access. So how to assign a structure member? You can assign it with the help of dot operator. And we shall see about the difference between array and structure. Arrays are collection of similar data types, whereas structure is a collection of dissimilar data types. Arrays are homogeneous, whereas structure is heterogeneous. Array is a user, not an user-defined data type, but structure is a user-defined data type. It is a derived data type array. It behaves like built-in data type, whereas structure should be declared and defined. Array elements are stored in contiguous memory location, whereas structure elements are also stored in contiguous memory location. Arrays are accessed with the help of index, whereas structure elements are accessed with the help of dot and pointer operator. So this is how the memory organization of structure will look like. Int id will take 4 bytes for storing the id of an employee, and character name of 10 will take 10 bytes to store the uh, name of an employee, and float of 4 bytes will take to store the salary of an employee. So totally 4 plus 10 plus 4, 18 bytes will be allocated for this structure employee. And here is an example, the different ways of creating a name to access a structure. The first method, outside the structure, that is not near the structure, and it is declared inside the main function, or struct_book.b. Similarly, you can see the example, struct employee integer character name is given, and then inside the main function struct employee e1. So if you want to access the members of employee, e1.id e1.name will give the employee id and employee name. And outside the main function, it's like inside the main function there won't be any name, but in the struct employee after the braces you can give the names as e1. So that inside the main function, if you want to access the employee id and name, you need to give it as e1.id and e1.name. So assigning values to directly to the structure is like employee e1 is equal to 1 comma Sonu, so that 1 refers to employee id and Sonu refers to employee name. This, by accessing like this, you can print the output like this. Now, this is another example. So we are going to create a student data with three inputs. So character student name is there, ID is there, and age is there. So I am going to access my student name, student ID, and age. So student dot name, student dot student ID, student dot age will give you the desired output. So as we have seen, there are three different methods of assigning value to a structure members. One is using dot operator, which we have used in the previous examples. And next is using this struct point p. So p is assigned with values 10 and 20. So 10 will refer to x and 20 will refer to y. These are initializers. And using a function, so in case of pointers, you will be accessing with the help of arrow mark symbol. Next is nested structure. Using multiple structures in a program is nothing but a nested structure. So there are two different methods of using a nested structure. One is by a separate structure and by embedded structure. When two structures are independent of each other, one will be at the top and the other will be at the bottom, you can refer the entities, but they are placed at separate positions. If one structure is inside the other structure, then it is an embedded structure. So here is an example of a separate structure. Here you have struct address and struct employee. Two structures are there. So if you want to access them, the name is emp is given. So employee dot name will give you the name, and employee dot add dot city will refer to the previous address. So you can access your informations like this. Similarly, the embedded structure will have employee and date is inside that employee structure. So employee.id, employee e1.id will give you the ID. e1.doj.dd will refer to the structure which is present within e1. So e1.doj can access the elements of date, month, and year. So while printing them, you'll get like this. Next is pointers and structure. A structure pointer is defined as a pointer which points to the address of memory blocks that stores the structure known as structure pointer. So, so accessing them, you can use asterisk or dot operator or arrow operator. So this is a program to access structure pointer. Here you have structure student. So to access them, student structure name is S1. So star pointer refers to address of S1. So student roll number is given, name is assigned, and mm, branch is given. So to access them, star ptr dot roll number, star ptr dot name, star ptr dot branch, and star ptr dot batch will give you the result like this. Using arrow operators, similarly, I have received the name, the batch, and the branch of the student, and I have printed the same. Next is array of structure. So this is how the memory will look like. Um, the first block employee 0 has the resemblance of the previous example which we have seen, and the employee 1 refers to the second entity which we are going to make. So one employee will take 13 bytes. So if two employees are enrolled, then it will take 26 bytes. Okay. So each spaces will be allocated separately. So ID will take 4 and name will take 5 bytes and salary will take another 4. So this is an example. So I have used for loops for getting the inputs of 5 students. So st of I dot roll number and st of I dot name. So each iteration you can give different roll numbers and different names. Okay. So after printing them, the roll numbers and name will be listed like this. And that's it. Thank you.